All right, here we are at our 2009 Rinker Captiva 248 bow rider. This is an open bow. Actually, it's probably more of a deck boat category than just your traditional bow rider. We've got a very large bow in the front of this. We've got bow and stern 4-step swim boarding ladders, bow and stern pull-out handheld showers. It's sitting on this tandem axle Phoenix trailer that is included. It has dual brakes as well as a swing tongue. This is powered by a 5.7 liter GI, which is a fuel injected Volvo Penta with dual prop outdrive. We've got trim tabs, trim tab indicators. We got a head compartment, the Porta-Potti with the Pumpout, Bimini top, mooring cover. Got docking light here on the front of it. Movable lounge table. This one is just loaded up in very clean conditions. Freshwater boat. Really nice color scheme on this one. You've got a little bit of a stone or a beige with a white hull side. I'm not sure what Rinker called this in 2009, maybe even a taupe. But it's a real nice looking color scheme. Very neutral, kind of classy look. Black Bimini top. Got integrated extended swim platform. Actually, before I climb on board, I'll go ahead and show you. Here's our Lenco trim tabs. We've got trim tab indicator gauge. That is an underwater swim light. There's that dual prop Volvo drive. And it's a 4-step swim boarding ladder. Snap-in carpeting throughout. We've got an integrated swim platform back here. Appears to be some upgraded JL audio speakers and a Kenwood swim platform remote. There's also a driver stereo remote. Here's your ski tow hookup or your ski tow eye. That's where you want to pull your skiers and tubers from. About made the blooper reel there. Nice little integrated sun lounge here on the back of this. 2 stainless steel cup holders. Need your easy reach. And this is a little wet storage compartment. We've got their fenders in there. We've got a salon enclosure or an Issenglass enclosure that snaps onto your Bimini top. Now it's a little bit, that one's showing its age a little bit. You got a little bit of yellowing on the in the enclosure. Everything else in this boat is just in great shape. Here's your pull-out shower here at the stern of the boat. It's gonna pull out like that. Oh, that's a little frame there. That stainless steel cap for that. We've got pull-up cleats. Nice heavy-duty hardware on this one. Also hear me talk about I like these walk-through transoms because that's going to save the wear and tear on your upholstery. Got a battery switch right here. A little integrated waist bin. I want to point out this little power cord here. This is for an onboard battery charger. This is where you would plug it in. This is basically for easy reach so it doesn't get dropped down in there. So basically all you do is just plug in an extension cord to that and you've got a little dual battery charger, little cockpit sink, 12-volt power outlet right here. Driver and passenger flip up bolster seats. Nice deep storage compartment right here. We've got a JL subwoofer right there. Basically, so there's 4 cockpit speakers plus your subwoofer and then 2 more speakers on the transom. So 6 total speakers. Both your driver and passenger seat, those are going to swivel. You've got this flip up bolster seat. And I do want to point this out in both your driver and passenger seat. these bolsters have the tendency to just droop down a little bit. Okay, this is what it would have looked like when it came out of the factory. This is kind of just for poor design. I've seen this on a few other model boats, and after a little bit of use, it doesn't take much. It just gets a little bit of stretch. Now you can still use this as a seat, because most of your bottom's going to be right there, and this is really just the back of your knee right here. So that's going to let you sit flat, and then most people are going to use this in that raised, that flip up position. And that basically is just like the equivalent of sitting on about 3 seat cushions. Gives you a better view over your windshield here. So here at your driver's helm, we've got, here's your trim tab controls with the indicator gauge. This indicator gauge is a big upgrade because it shows you exactly where those trim tabs are at for leveling the boat out. Here's your Kenwood driver stereo remote, plus the swim platform remote. 2 stainless cup holders right here next to your driver. Here's your underwater swim light. That's your freshwater pump and a 12-volt power outlet. Tilt steering wheel. Here's your blower. We function tested everything on this boat. Everything passed function test except for the starboard side docking light. Everything else on here functions like it should. This is your Fireboy Halon fire suppression system. Powered engine hatch. Here's your docking light switch. It's your functional horn. This has a this is basically the Volvo ECV or EVC, and this basically shows you. This is like the SmartCraft version that Volvo has. It's going to show you all your. It's basically going to show like a live fuel economy gauge. Let's power on and show you our engine hours. We've got. I don't know if you can read it here. See if it powers up or not. 264 engine hours showing. Got a pretty hard reflection there. Depth finder's operational. I don't know if you can see any of that or not. But that will let you kind of flip through. You can see your getting your fuel usage. It'll calculate your how much fuel is remaining and things like that. Here's your instrument cluster. This is showing your engine temp, battery volts, fuel gauge, and your oil pressure, drive trim gauge, speedometer right here. Here's your nav lights. You got a courtesy light, bilge pump, your blower. This is an added stainless cup holder right here by your driver's seat. This was rated for 12. I believe I counted 13 or 14 cup holders, and that does not count the ones in that removable lounge table that I've got up in the bow of it. Here is your head compartment, and this is a little Dometic Porta-Potty. Got nice little teak style flooring in here. That little rack right behind the Porta-Potty is a storage rack for your removable lounge table. Got a vent right here. You've got a light down in here, cup holder down here as well, and then here is the head unit for that Kenwood stereo. Here we go. This is an AM FM USB or AM FM CD USB auxiliary input, Bluetooth, satellite ready, Pandora, iHeart Radio ready stereo. Basically a little splash guard. So we'll close this engine. Sorry to call out the engine hatch. That's your head compartment. Rear view mirror, overhead. Here's your walk-through to your bow. Another storage compartment right here underneath your driver's helm. Large in-floor ski locker. Now in here I've got the bow filler cushions. Your canvas enclosures down there as well. I'll have photos of these bow filler cushions at the website. Also got a nice wind block. That's gonna actually lock in 2 places. That'll lock here and here. Actually use this little thing right here. Pop that into place, pin goes into place, and that slides down, and that locks this whole wind block into place. Fold it back down this way, stow it away here. That pin will keep that closed, and of course you got your windshield that flips over as well. This is a very large bow seating area. 2 speakers, 4 cup holders up here. Again, I've got this removable lounge table in place, and that whole area will fill in your bow filler cushions. Those are going to come all the way to about right here and fill all the way up to that forward seat. And that really looks inviting with those bow cushions in place. Nice large sun lounge here. This would be where basically a igloo cooler can store right in there. This seat's on a hinge, so you can access that cooler easily. And then nice large kind of boarding area. Here's your 4-step stone boarding ladder. It's going to flip over up here. You've got a little anchor, storage locker, and then another little handheld pull-out shower. This feeds off of your freshwater tank. You'll see that here in a few minutes whenever I open the engine hatch. So nice heavy-duty hardware on this as well. Rinker really stepped up their game on this one. All right, now let's raise that engine hatch. Again, powered engine hatch. We've got dual batteries. Those renew in 2020. This one's really just loaded up. I'll invite you to visit our website for the current asking price. We don't mention those in the video tours because they will sometimes change until a boat is sold. Although in the market that we've had in the last going on 2 years now, there's not been a whole lot of price reductions. Inventory has been moving pretty quick. But our website is very easy to navigate. You're not going to be overwhelmed with a ton of inventory. We keep the status of our listings updated. That website again is www.yournewboat.com. If you just take the time to open up a new tab or a window, type in yournewboat.com in the address bar, click enter. You'll see some orange lettering. That's how you know you're at the right place. You'll see yournewboat.com across the top of the page. Just below that yournewboat.com on the left hand side there'll be a button that says find your new boat. If you click that will show you all of our inventory and order price, and all you gotta do is scroll down until you get to the 2009 Rinker Captiva 248 deck boat, and of course you'll see the asking price right there along with some few details on it. If you click into that, it's going to show all the full specs. Well, it'll show more of the specs, and then to the left of that page there'll be a link for a printable PDF that'll list everything. There's a 10-gallon onboard freshwater tank. That's for both of those showers and your cockpit sink. There's your Fireboy fire suppression system. That's basically an automatic fire extinguisher. And here's that Volvo Penta 300 5.7 GI. The G stands for gas. The I stands for fuel injection. So it's a 5.7 liter V8, 300 horsepower, fuel injected. Again, with that dual prop outdrive, that will make this boat very responsive. It'll jump up on plane easily. Here's those newer batteries. One was June of 2020. This one was September 2020. And they're also connected to that onboard battery charger. So it's a dual bank onboard battery charger. Filter pump just below. Again, only 264 engine hours on this guy. And you actually have a lot of room down there. If you need to get down there, if you like doing maintenance on your own, you've got plenty of room to do oil changes, plug changes. And we'll lower this hatch. I'll do another walk around of the exterior. Again, once you do make it to our website, you'll see if the boat's still available. There'll be links to contact me by phone, by text, or by email. I will encourage you, if you try to get me on the phone and I do not answer, make sure you leave a detailed message. Let me know which listing you're looking at, what questions you have. I'm often in areas without cell phone reception, so if you don't leave a message, I may not have any idea that you called. All right, well, I think that wraps things up here for the cockpit. Let's step back out. I'll do one more walk around to the exterior. I'll get up a little bit closer. Your bellows on your Outdrive look to be in good shape. See that you want that to flex a little bit. That's signs that it's in good condition. Both of those have some nice give to them. It's usually an indicator that it's been serviced recently. Here's your freshwater fill. Here's your fuel fill. That's a 76-gallon onboard aluminum fuel tank. And we do need some newer tires on this trailer. This side appears to be in good condition. You've got good tread. Did not notice any dry rotting. Those tires are from 2013. You've got dual brakes on this Phoenix trailer. And we've got a few little marks in the graphics back here on the Captiva graphics. Oh, and here's your waste pump out. So that's really nice when you've got a, if you do have a enclosed head compartment, that pump out will allow you to pull up to a fuel dock and get a pump out. Most of your pump outs at fuel docks are going to be free if you're buying gas on Norris Lake. You got a slight little mark right here in the hull. That does not feel deep. My fingernail is catching it just a little bit. My guess is probably something was sitting on that trailer bunk when this was loaded and it just scratched that just a little bit. I took a little bit of a cloth and tried to wipe, and a lot of that may buff out. Again, it does not appear to be a major structural concern, but it's just a little bit of scratch. You know, you might do a good buff and wax on that, and a lot of it may almost disappear. Got a small little mark here, and again, my fingernail is not catching that at all. That will typically wipe right off with some good cleaning product. And this is another spot that appears to just be some dirt on there. That's going to come right off. This docking light did function just fine. The rest of this hull is just as clean as can be. A few little water spots in there. I just kind of wiped on some of those with the cloth and they came right off. This is the docking light that is not operational. And again, another little very slight scratch right here in the gel coat. Again, it's just barely catching my fingernail.